Alright, hey, this is Meg here. So I'm doing a vlog about I got scammed on my Uber Eats account. Alright, so I'm gonna tell you what happened. This is my story. Okay, and don't let this happen to you, okay, if you're an Uber Eats driver. Alright, I don't know if it works. I don't think they're gonna do it with the Uber X, you know, when you drive people around, but this is what happened to me. Alright, so it was like a late Friday night, and I was gonna do one more delivery before I go home, okay? And I was doing DoorDash and Uber Eats, okay? But since I was logged in from DoorDash and they had me do a delivery way down in San Jose, I said, okay, well, we'll just use Uber, because Uber lets you, they let you log in from, they let you work anywhere, like you don't have to, you're not locked to like a certain place, okay? So I was doing the Uber. I think I had done, this is probably my second or third delivery before I went home. And then what happened? Oh yeah, okay, so I got this McDonald's delivery, alright? So I go to the drive-through. The line isn't that long, and it's like a really small order, and it's for somebody called Generated O, okay? And then I give them they want like the last three numbers of the code. So I give them the code, and it's a really small order. They said, hey, here you go. It's really light. I think it was some like donut holes or something, okay? And then I go to deliver it, and like the Uber app messes up, all right? It tells me to go on the freeway because like the address is right next to the freeway. And then I'm like, wait a minute, I was supposed to go across the freeway, not along the freeway. So anyway, I managed to find it. I put the address in, and I go to this, it's like an apartment complex. And then, so something funny was going on here. I see two other cars waiting there, like they're delivering food also. It's like, it's not that uncommon, you know. Sometimes I run into other Dashers or Uber Eats drivers, you know, while I'm out delivering, you know. Sometimes people deliver multiple things to their house, you know, and they have like multiple drivers. So sometimes they'll get one driver to deliver both of them, but sometimes, you know, there'll be like more than one. So I'm like, okay, whatever. And then so I go up to the door. So it's one of these apartment complexes where you have to have a key to get inside. It's like a, yeah, you have to have a key to get inside, and then there's a little call box. So so I call, I use the call function to call the customer, and then somebody picks up. It was like a man, all right. It was a dude, and then he said he was working for Uber, and they were trying to verify people that people were there was like reports that like people have been driving in the area with like they weren't the right person on the account, all right? And I know this happens because like so one thing is like there could be multiple people using an Uber account, all right? And then for Uber Eats, I think, you know, there's no way to really tell you're the right person who's delivering, okay? Because there's no physical person that gets in the car and they can't see your picture, you know, that type of thing, all right? Because Uber Eats, you're just delivering food. The food's not gonna report you if you're the wrong freaking person, right? But anyway, yeah, they were trying to verify that I was the right driver on the account. Okay, I was like, okay, well, as you see, seemed legit, like he was from Uber, and he said like there was reports of that happening in the area. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And then so what he had me do was, okay, so what happened next is he had me tell him a series of pins, okay? First he asked me, what's the pin from your text? You're gonna get a text message, and give me the pin number. So I sure enough, a text message pops up, and I give him that pin number, all right? Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking like, oh yeah, this guy's legit, man. There's stuff popping up on my phone and stuff, and it looks like he's working at the Uber Center or whatever. I don't know, man. And then so what happens next is he tells me to check my email and give me the pin for it, okay? And then so I give him, so I get this email, and it has a pin number on it. So I read him the pin number, all right? And so I was like, I'm thinking like, yeah, okay, it seems legit, and still, and then and then he wanted to know like, hey, so are you driving a? So I was driving my Rav4. So it's like, are you driving a Rav4? And this is your license plate number. Like, yes. And so you're Merlin, and you have like 9,000 something deliveries. You've been driving for Uber for 6 years, and you've done 2,000 plus deliveries. And I'm like, yep, that's me. And then yeah, so I guess that was the end of the verification, right? And then yeah, he's like, oh yeah, we're doing this because again, what he was saying again, like the verification and stuff. And then he asked me, oh, so is there any is there any complaints you have about Uber? I'm like, yeah. And I told him, yeah, I have a complaint about like the GPS, because the GPS never sends me to the exact address. Like Uber is always off by like one address or something. So I told him that, okay. And then he said, okay, you can go ahead and so that's the end of the verification. You can go ahead and swipe delivered, all right? So, and then I guess I get to keep the donuts, all right, from McDonald's. I swipe delivered, and he tells me to swipe deliver and then log off of my account, all right? And then I can log back in and I could go work again, all right? So that's what I do. I swipe delivered, and then I log off, and then I try to log back in, and I can't log back in. I'm like, what the heck? What happens is the Uber login screen comes on my app. All right, it tells you to sign in or register. So I click, okay, well, they must have done something to my account or something. So I put sign in, all right, and then I try to put my password in. I'm like, it's been a while since I logged into Uber, so I'm just putting passwords in. I was like, all the passwords that I normally use. I think I've got like 4 of them, and I put them in. Nothing works. I was like, okay. So I reset my I try to reset my password. I go to my email, and I find that I got an email about like your password has been changed. I was like, really? And I'm like, huh? They changed my password for whatever reason. Okay, so I try to get back in, and so I try to reset my password, and so it asks for your email. I put my email in, and then whenever so I put my email in, and then it's supposed to send you a text message, and they send a text message to your phone, and you get the PIN number, all right? Then you put the PIN number in, and then you can change your password. So that's how it knows you're the right person. It's associated with your phone number and all that, okay? So that's how that's how you change your password. Okay, so and then so I can't do it because it's not sending me a freaking it's not sending me a PIN number anymore. I was like, what the heck, what's going on? And then I keep on trying to change my password. I hit the resend button to send the text message, and then I hit the call button so they can call. So I guess if they can't text you, they can call you, and they'll tell you your number, and then and nothing. I'm not getting anything. So I was like, oh well, I'm kind of stuck. I can't change my password to get back in. So I just go home. I go home, and then that's the end of the night for me. And then I wake up the next day, and I'm still trying to get into my account. I'm like, what the heck, man? I still can't get in. What's going on? I thought like eventually they'll start text messaging me. So what I do is I can't remember how I did it. There was a way I was able to change my password without getting this PIN number. Okay, I did a bunch of things with the app, and somehow I was able to reset my password, and I didn't need my PIN to do it. And I just changed the password. All right, so I changed the password. I put one of my strongest passwords in. And then I'm in my account finally. I'm like, yes, all right, I got in. I'm like, I don't know what happened. So I'm looking at my account. I'm like, okay, everything looks good. I can log in. I can go online. Okay, I can go online, and then all my stuff is there. And then I look at my inbox, and it said something about a payout was done. All right, so I never used the payout function, all right, on my account. So payout, if you guys don't know what payout is when you get the the money from you take the money out of your account and send it to your another account. All right, so I never do that. All right, that's if you need the money right away, you can take it. And I never do that. I wait for payday to come along. Payday's usually like Tuesday or something. All right, and yeah, so somebody had taken my money. They took $176 out of my account. That's how much I had made during the week. So they waited for almost the end of the week to do this. Okay, so let me tell you what happened. So this is what happens, and I'll tell you how it happens. But basically, they got into my account, and then they added a debit card, because there was a debit card that I was like, I was looking at my debit cards. I was like, man, that's not one of my debit cards. It says XXX, and then it tells you the last couple numbers of the debit card. Yeah, I was like, I don't have one like that. Okay, so they added a debit card to the payout. I'm surprised they didn't take it out, and yeah, I'm gonna use that as evidence. and then yeah, they did the payout. They took all my money, all right, for the week. Fortunately, yeah, I don't know what else I don't know what other stuff they changed, but I just find out just right now that they changed my phone number. So that I found out how to change the phone number in the app, and it was like a 915 number. I was like, mine's a 408. It starts with the 408. I was like, what the heck, man? And so that's why I couldn't get the text messages from them anymore with the PIN numbers. Okay, so Uber has set different layers of security, okay, with the PIN numbers and the emails and all that stuff, to make sure they're the right person accessing your account, so that hackers don't do this. Well, in a way, I didn't get hacked. I gave them the information, so I got scammed. That's what's going on. All right, so here's how they did this. Okay, so when they asked me for the PIN, they're so like, oh yeah, hey, you're ready to get so they initiated one of those forgot my password, or they tried to reset my password. All right, so when they called me, and then they said, yeah, okay, so we need that PIN number. So when they said that, so when they called me, somehow they got my phone number or email. Okay, I don't think they got my email. I think they did it through my phone number. I guess you can use your phone number to change the password, I think. I'm not sure. I'm still not 100% how this works, but somehow they got some info when I called them. Okay, so they either got my email or my phone number, because that's what you need to change your password. Okay, and then so when they were trying to verify who I was, they asked me for the PIN number, and then they hit they hit the button to reset my password. Okay, so when this happens, you're gonna get a PIN number from the text message. All right, so I gave them that number. All right, so and then apparently there's like another layer of security that you need to get an email with the PIN number in it. So okay, they're like, okay, you're gonna get an email with the PIN number. So I give them the PIN number, and then now they got access. So with that information, they're able to change my password. Okay, so they changed my password to, I don't know what it is. Okay, and then they got into my account, and then they're reading the information from my account to make it seem like they're even more legit. Like they were legit. It seemed like a legit thing. All right, man. Like they were really working for Uber. All right, so yeah, so it seemed like they were legit, like they really were working for Uber, and they were trying to find drivers that were like not the right drivers on the account. Okay, it was like hats off to them, man. They did a good job scamming me, man. It seemed legit. Okay, and yeah, so they read all the info to make it look like, oh yeah, we're really working at Uber, and we got access to your account and stuff. But when in reality, they really do have access to your account. Okay, they have access to you're like logged in twice. Okay, so that's why they tell you to log off and log back in, and then you can't log back in because your password has been changed by them. All right. And then so when they're in there, they change your phone number, and then they change your password. So like I guess you can't get in right away. yeah, I guess that's what they're afraid of. You go back in and you change your password, and then yeah, so they changed the password. They got access to my account. They read all that stuff to me, and then they what is it? And then they took my money. All right, they added a debit card to my payout, and then they took my money with the instant pay. All right, and then and now I got no more money for the week. So so somehow I was able to protect my account again. All right, I was able to change. I found out you can change the phone number in the app. All right, if you go to your account preferences and stuff. I found out my last name is spelt wrong too, so I should probably go to Uber and have all that stuff fixed. But I think my account is protected now. All right, I changed the password and I changed the phone number. I don't think they're gonna access it again. But yeah, they probably got a whole bunch of info from when they had access to my account. All right, they got my address, they got my license plate numbers. Like, I don't think they're gonna do anything with any of that stuff. I hope not. All right. But yeah, in a sense, that's like identity theft right there. Okay, so. Yeah, they stole $176 from my account, so that was how much I made. Good thing I didn't do Uber the whole week. I did DoorDash mostly. Okay, so yeah, don't let that happen to you guys. Okay, if you see if you're an Uber Eats driver and you see something funny like that, just swipe delivered. All right, and call Uber right away. Tell them, hey, there's some scam going on. This guy, you know, tried to get my info, but rest assured, that's not going to happen to me again, okay? I know better now, so I'm not going to be giving anybody my PIN numbers or anything. I'm just going to hang up and say F you and just swipe that I delivered it, and I'm going to take your food. Take your donut holes, all right? So if anything, they took all my money, that, you know, even the $3 that I made for that delivery, you know, that's how much I made for that delivery, $3. All right, they took all that money back plus the $3, and now I owe 50 cents to freaking Uber because of the payout also, because it costs 50 cents to do one of those payout transfers. And then yeah, and then your account is all, I had to fix my account, but I got a free donut holes from McDonald's out of it. That's about it. So that's not worth it if you ask me. Okay, so yeah, so that is Hades Omega's story about getting scammed with Uber Eats. All right, this has never happened to me. Like I said, like the account said, I've been doing this for 6 years and this has never happened to me. All right, and I'm pretty sure it happened to other people last night, because I saw other people at that address and they were sitting in their cars talking on their phones and stuff and getting scammed at the same time. So it's not just one person doing this, there's a couple people doing it. All right, so if you see a small order, it says generated O, and then you go there and you call to get them to come down and pick up their order, don't do it. All right, just swipe delivered and move, and just take their food and move along. All right, because they ain't gonna complain, because they're a bunch of freaking scammers. Okay, and if they do complain, and then you should tell Uber, hey, yeah, that was a scam. So yeah, I reported it to Uber somehow. There's no customer service on the weekend. It's a Saturday now. Okay, so they did it on a Friday, and then so on Saturday there's nobody to talk to if you call them. Okay, so they're pretty smart. They did their homework. They know how Uber works. Okay, so they're very, very smart. Okay, that's all I can say. They outsmarted Hades Omega. I'll tell you that. Okay, but yeah, so that's my story about getting scammed. Don't let it happen to you. All right, Hades Omega.